bit hysterical. I had some groceries delivered and we got someone else's food. We got a pack of Vienna sausages and potted meat and beanie weenies, hot fries, corned beef hash. Somebody's missing out on their feast. Also, I did not order these. I did not order all that. how my morning is going today. I was gonna make myself an egg, and I dropped the eggs. Great. Remy and I are just having a slow January morning. I'm going to do my crossword. It's been a while, so I'm being reunited with my beloved crossword book. Got my little buddy here. And then I want to finish this. I am so close, and I am loving everything in this book. And then my daughter-in-law brought me one to read, and I'm excited to dive into that too. So we're just gonna have a chill day. It's so pretty, ridiculously nice outside. Kind of chilly, but that's what makes hanging out in bed so much fun. Okay, this is actually not normal for us. Not even a little. Hello, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. This is the first day since the holidays that I think I have a minute to myself. It's heaven. Do you hear that? Do you hear that? It's quiet. It's very quiet. I have come to an age in my life where I treasure silence. Sometimes I get giddy when it's completely silent. I love the noise. I love the holidays. We had the best time together. But I really treasure this quiet. Probably a little more than I should. How are you? I hope you are having a wonderful January. Is it weird that January is almost half over? I mean, okay, this weekend it'll be the 13th, but still, it's almost half over. I want to show you a few things though. I just have a minute. I'm so busy right now. I have a lot I gotta do, but I just wanted to show you a couple of things. I think I want to start all that over. Real quick though, nope, still not gonna do that. I have so much going on right now, today especially, but I just had to hop on real quick and show you a few things. First and foremost, I have made a new vision board for 24. Now, this is not hard fast. This is not anything that I feel like I have to do. It's not anything that can't be removed or switched around or whatever, but it's something I want. So this is my 2023 in review. I did not make this apron. I did not put a bookshelf in. I did not make this blanket. And I did not learn how to do sourdough. I did not make this quilt. But I did make, this pillow. But I did make these, I did make some blankets from the Sharon Holland fabric line. I did make my bed pillows. I did start a quilt. I made lots of these guys. I made a couple more of these bags. And I actually got a step closer to just some vintage sewing. I bought some really good books that I want to tackle this year. Oh, and I did make a table runner, but I kind of hate it. So there's that. I don't hate it. It was my 4th of July one that I had in my mind what I wanted, and it just didn't turn out the way I wanted it to, but that's okay. I'm going to keep persevering. And then this year, I have, straighten that up. On my board, I want to finish the quilt I started. I want to do the magical snowflakes blanket. I'm only missing one yarn skein from Elderflower Stitches. As soon as that gets here, I'm going to show you all my beautiful blue yarn for that snowflake blanket. I want to make these guys, these little bunnies and little, I think they're mice, I don't know. I have this kit, the alphabet kit from the Stitchery, Nikki Franklin. I have this, I really want to get started on it. I have everything I need for Luna right here. I've got her coat, fabric, and I think, do I make, yeah, I make her out of this felt. So she's going to be this color with that coat. Super excited about starting her. I have this pattern and I have this book. I really want to do some sewing, some vintage sewing. I also have this, my hands are so gross. Sorry you have to see them. And I cut myself doing the dishes and I have no idea how I did that. But this crochet top I really want to make. I put this here because I really want to put some big potted things, trees like this in my backyard. So that's just to remind me, oh yeah, we want to do that. And then I want to turn our pergola into that magically. So we do need to plant some kind of vine, but we can't do that until springtime. Sorry, I'm trying to look. And then travel. I have my passports here. That's of course beautiful England, kind of like my dream place I want to go. And knitting. I'm going to keep working on that. I'm going to keep practicing. And then I really want to do this bookshelf in our game room. We have basically a big empty room that my kids don't use. So I thought it would be fun to just do an entire back wall of shelving. Plus I need more crochet storage. So don't you think that would be fun to have some things in hiding, all of my books in one place? So this is kind of like things I would love to have happen. Things I would love to manifest in 24. And I keep that right in my bedside table. I look at it throughout the year. I love it. And I don't put pressure on myself. I don't have resolutions. I don't have things I have to get done. I just throw things out into the universe on a piece of paper. I have a visual image of things I just like to see happen. So it really does work. It really does inspire me and keep me focused. And I have really enjoyed just doing this type of thing every January. Plus, I love the whole thinking about it process. I get excited about what's going to go on my board. I don't have a lot of things that I should have put on my board. I do want to brush up on my photography. I haven't taken a whole lot of just portrait shooting lately, but it's not a super high priority for me. But it is something I do want to work on. So yeah, those are some things I'm excited about. Also, I didn't add books onto my vision board because I do read books every year and I don't set a specific goal amount, but this is my 2023 books in review. I set a basic goal for, I think, 24 books, so two books a month. And they could be any kind of fiction or nonfiction, but I mean, I don't count children's books or cookbooks or things like that. So I have read some really good ones and I have struck out on a few, but I always leave a review of what I thought, and it's not steadfast. I try to leave out any kind of spoiler, but I just try to be honest. I don't mean to hurt anyone's feelings, but it's okay if I love a book that you don't love, that's okay. And if I don't love a book that most people love, that's okay. That's just how I feel about it. So I always post those on my Goodreads. So come on over if you want to look at each other's books. And I'm super excited to show you that my little girl, my little tinsel is all done. I do need to sew her dress. Oops, I bumped the table. I do need to sew that shut because I don't like that it's wide open. So I kind of want to sew it shut. And I made a mistake and made the wrong color. I don't know what I was thinking. I had her shoe color was supposed to match her dress and her little neck flowers. That was all supposed to match. And then for whatever reason, I don't know, I made this color, which looks cute and festive. It looks like a Christmas tree color, but I finished it and I thought, what did I do? What have I done? So, and I blocked it and everything. This one, which I'm glad I made one to start with because it was too small for her. So it wouldn't wrap all the way around her. And then it had this huge gap in the back. So I decided I was going to taper my next one. Just taper it around so that it fits all the way around. Probably not what the designer would do, but I wanted it to go all the way around her, not have a big old bum gap. Because nobody wants a cold bum. She didn't want a cold bum. So she's done. Her neck is so much more stable. I mean, they're gonna flop because they're thin. These don't stay down. I have blocked them. These little points. But she's so much more stable. She can sit on a shelf and hold her head a lot better than this sweet boy who is just like a newborn babe. I do want to pick him apart. I want to fix this. But guess what? I don't want to do that right now. I want to put these little cuties away, but aren't they precious? Aren't they the most precious little... If I could just get their colors to stay down. They are the cutest. Oh, somebody suggested doll stands, which I love that idea. So I might have to get some doll stands for Christmas time next year. But I love them. I love them so much. I loved the challenge of making them. Ooh, she's losing her outfit. I loved the challenge. I loved seeing their little personalities come out. I love her. I love her beyond words. I never want to make another one again. Maybe I will one day when I have, if my daughters were ever to say, hey mom, oops, we lost this side. Oh, it's right here. If my girls were ever to say, Mom, will you make us one? I probably would. We came unbuttoned and everything. I probably would, but for the time being, it's a little fresh. And I just don't think I want to make another one anytime soon, but I really, really enjoyed making these. And I love the designer. I love the pattern designer. She's really good about explaining everything and making crystal clear instructions. So yeah, they're done. They're getting put away. I'm sad about that, but they will be a welcome sight next Christmas. But I mean, what? I even had the buttons sewn on. I sewed the 2 buttons on, and I just ripped those off because why waste the buttons when I can just recycle those? So I can now empty my Christmas project bag. I can empty everything out and start fresh next year. I gotta show you. This is my knitting practice. I love it. It's nice and thick. I have been teaching myself on these. And I have been learning. I just knit a little, pick it out. Knit a little, pick it out. I actually want to watch some more videos on casting on because I don't think I'm doing it right, but who cares? What I really desperately want to master is holding the yarn like in my here, so that I think it's called continental, where you don't wrap it, you just like crochet, like you just have the yarn on your finger already. And I'm getting a lot faster at that. I'm really good at, the wrapping, go under and wrap method. I don't know what that's called. But I am determined to learn how to do the continental style because I find that if I'm not balancing the hooks on myself, on my body, I'm not able to keep my tension. I don't want to depend on holding my hooks on me. I want to just have my arms and hands kind of more free to just do the stitching with my hands. So I guess what I'm saying is I'm getting into some bad habits with regular knitting needles, and I just want to master the circulars and holding the yarn with one hand and just stitching with the 2 hands. That has got to sound like a load of garbage, but I know what I'm saying. I know what it means in here. I know what I'm trying to do, and I'm getting there, and I am not going to be defeated. It is not going to get the best of me. And I had some video footage of my gorgeous yarn advent from Dandelion and Dogwood. And so I have it all caked up. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it? Isn't that just like eye candy? This is the Big Main 100 gram skein. I have already started making my squares, and I am loving them. I am in love with every single color so far, especially this one. I really like that one. I'll show you the square. I do think knitting looks prettier with hand-dyed yarn, but for the time being, this totally looks like a candy shop. Look how pretty. And this purple, I don't know the names of all of them. I have the list, so I can get 3 out of one of these. Sorry, I keep like whacking my table. Out of one of these, I can get 3 for sure, and then I have this much left over. So I have just enough left over from each square to do the sewing for when I want to attach all of my squares. I think that's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to hand stitch, attach them with just a very subtle, maybe even an invisible join, you know, just so that you get that dramatic crisscross with this pattern. It'll be just like a bunch of diamonds. It'll look really, really good once it's blocked and joined. And I have plenty of joining yarn. 3 of these, 3 squares out of each of these. I will probably have to supplement quite a bit with this one. And then I think I'm going to get an undyed skein to fill in if I don't find that my blanket's big enough. I don't know. So this is where I'm at so far. Oh, this one. I didn't show you this one. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. So very pretty. Oops. Let's hide you. I am in love with this yarn. How pretty. This is the Farmhouse, which I feel like has nothing to do with a farmhouse. I am not farmhousey, but the Farmhouse Granny Square is what this is called, and I will link the pattern. It's a paid-for pattern that I got a long time ago, and I use it all the time. I love it. So that is easy, mindless. I can just work. I can put on a movie. I don't have to really think about counting or anything with making those squares. I can pretty much do it almost with my eyes closed, but I don't recommend that. Also, I have to show you this cute yarn pin that I got. The Gray Muse has the most beautiful pin collections and gentle sayings, little quotes on pins or a keychain, or I don't know, just really sweet reminders that you're doing okay and that you're wonderful. And I fell in love with this skein of yarn, so I'm gonna have to put that on one of my bags. I'm gonna get going, but that's all the fun stuff I wanted to show you. I can't wait to show you all of my yarn that I've been collecting. There's a lot of it. So I keep telling my husband, this is what you got me for Christmas. It's so pretty. He has no idea how much each one costs. So I just can't help myself with all of the talented yarn dyers. I'm just looking for snowflake blue, soft winter colors, and I keep finding the most stunning colors. You know, that moment where you say you're looking at yarn. I mean, I know you all feel me. I know you know what I'm talking about. You're looking at yarn and you have a vision in your brain about what you're trying to make, and these colors just sing a beautiful song and they hypnotize you. And so then you have to add them to your collection. That's what's happened. So that's another video for another day, but as soon as the Elderflower Stitches blue yarn gets here, I will show you all of them. Okay, well, I got a lot of laundry to do. I've got squares to make. It's probably secondary. My husband and I have to renew our passports because, right, it's right here on our passports. Luckily, we checked on them. They expire next month. So if we don't want to have to go through the whole process of the pain and anguish of reapplying, we just have to renew. So we're going to do that today. That's what I'm working on today. And also, I'm going to make a yummy soup and bread dinner to share with a friend and to have for us tonight. So I don't have to start on that till later, but that is what's on the agenda today. Also, I started another puzzle because I'm an animal. I feel like it's just really good for the brain, and it's a fun little break for me between chores and between thinking and doing and cleaning. I can just go in there for a little minute, work on some of my puzzle, listen to a good book, and I'm in my happy place. What a nerd, huh? That's okay. I'm a proud puzzle nerd. I love it. Oh, in terms of books, I don't talk a whole lot about books on here as much as I thought I would, but I'm always afraid of giving away too many details. So just felt like I had to add that postscript about books. Any of the books I read are on my Goodreads. And if you have any good suggestions, let me know. I love Lisa Jewell. I love a good thriller mystery. I love historical fiction or history. Yeah. Shoot me your best ones. Have the best day ever. I'll see you. Laundry to fold, but real quick, I gotta show you. My bestie in Texas knows that I love bees, and she sent me an incredible Christmas box, but she put these bee earrings here in my Christmas box. Aren't they cute? Betsy Johnson, little bees, and my hair is hiding them today. I'm gonna have to pull my hair up so that my bees can be out. So for funsies, I ordered 2 more puzzles. And I don't know why. I don't know what I was thinking, but it's just fun to do. So I got this one for springtime. That's going to be fun. Blooming Streets. Doesn't say who the artist is. And then this one. Oh my gosh, that is so fun. And the artist is Michael Storings. I love his artwork. So looky there. We're getting a little start, and I like that this one has a little reference paper.